Mick Schumacher's Formula One career hasn't gotten off to the best of starts as some of his other younger colleagues. He's had his fair share of massive crashes, bad cars, and hard luck that's hampered his rise to stardom. 2022 has been a difficult sophomore season for the young German, who was feeling the pressure from media and, more importantly, his own team. But since his massive shunt in Monaco, it seems as though Schumacher is slowly turning the corner toward better days, as evident by his recent form. His career best finish of 6th place at the Austrian Grand Prix showcased his talents to the fullest and reminded the F1 world as to why he was a junior Formula champion. So has Mick Schumacher finally hit a breakthrough in his young career that will finally unlock his full potential in the sport? Before we go further into the video, just a quick thank you to everyone for the support, and we hope you continue to enjoy our videos. Crashing a Formula One car is never fun, and it certainly doesn't help a driver's confidence. It is made even worse when you've had the biggest crashes of the year, in which the budget cap is already a challenge. Schumacher's run of mistakes even received public criticism from Haas team principal Günther Steiner, which really showcased how much pressure the German was under to deliver. But since Monaco, Schumacher has slowly but surely responded to his critics by putting in the best performances of his F1 career. Schumacher qualified a stellar P6 in Canada that saw some very tricky conditions in which driver skill was on full display. He followed that up in Great Britain by beating his teammate and scoring his first ever points in Formula One. Schumacher showed great composure while battling for positions, and his fight with reigning world champion Max Verstappen displayed a more controlled aggression. The back-to-back this weekend in Austria was great for Schumacher, as he was able to continue his hot streak with a P7 in qualifying and his best career finish of 6th place. Once again, the Haas driver found himself battling with the former world champion, and he did a great job racing intelligently while fighting for the points. A few races ago, we might have seen a mistake or two from Mick in these exchanges, but his recent boost in confidence has allowed him to be far more comfortable in the VF22. His P6 in Spielberg helped secure Haas's second straight double points finish, which is critical to the team's Constructors' Championship. With Haas on the outside looking in at the top end of the midfield, this turn of good form for the German will need to continue until the end of this year if Haas wants a shot at finishing in the top 6. We interrupt this video for just a minute to thank today's sponsor, NordVPN. Now, if you don't know, a VPN is a virtual private network that protects your internet connection and privacy online by hiding your IP address and allows you to browse the web safely if you're accessing public Wi-Fi. This comes in great use for me when I'm traveling overseas and need a good VPN when I'm using unfamiliar networks. We use it all the time here at the Backmarkers F1 show. If I'm looking for the latest news about F1 from around the world and I can't access it because of my location, with one click, boom, I'm connected either on my Android or PC and I'm racing through the web, no problem. And you guys that watch F1 will know that you need that good VPN to be able to access Formula One from anywhere around the world. So especially if F1 content is blocked in your area, you can use NordVPN's over 5,400 servers in 60 plus countries to watch this year's F1 season. NordVPN is a definite must-have, so check the pinned comment in this video or in the description box to get an exclusive NordVPN deal with us at nordvpn.com/backmarkers. It's risk-free with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Thanks to the great folks at NordVPN, and now let's get back to the video. With 4 races in the month of July, a string of good races will bode well for Mick Schumacher's confidence as we head into the summer break. But 1 or 2 good finishes won't be satisfactory for Schumacher, as he knows there is plenty of work to do going forward. Through 11 races in 2022, Schumacher has been outqualified by his teammate 9-2, so 1 lap pace will be an area for improvement in the second half of this year. Schumacher's race pace is far more his strength, as the race head-to-head with Magnussen is actually in Mick's favor at 6-5. Schumacher has also had quite a bit of bad luck and reliability issues that would have seen him score points far earlier and be ahead of his teammate in their head-to-head. Nevertheless, the the last few races has seen a noticeable change in the confidence and results from Schumacher, which is an indication that he's finally reached a turning point in his career. As we get to the halfway point of the season, there's still plenty of time for Mick to build a strong 2022 resume that he can be happy with at the end of the year. He came into Formula 1 with a ton of hype and a big name to live up to, but it's been an up and down start to his career. Schumacher is a fan favorite and is beloved by his team members, so it's safe to say that he's got a ton of support behind him, and the whole of the F1 fanbase is cheering for him to succeed. Let's see how he does in the next 2 races before the break, but it looks like Schumacher's struggles might be behind him for the rest of the season. So what do you think of Mick Schumacher's recent run of form, and do you think he's hit a turning point in this season? Comment your thoughts down below, and if you enjoyed the video, leave it a like and subscribe to our channel.